Hey guys, how's it going? Coderman here. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to fix a Samsung refrigerator drain line. So if I go ahead and spin the camera around, you'll see that my fridge is all disassembled. And what ends up happening is water buildup happens right here, goes down the fridge. If you're checking this video out, that's probably what you're searching for. For some of my subscribers, I'm not going to be creating a whole bunch of refrigerator videos. This is just something that I couldn't find a video on it, so I wanted to create it and help others. So hopefully it helps you, and if you have any questions, definitely leave a comment below. Before you start this project, make sure that you definitely do turn the power off, and if you're not comfortable doing a repair such as this, then definitely hire a professional. Alright, every great project has a beginning, and this is the beginning of the fridge. Took out all the food, and it's now in the freezer. And basically you just start by taking this shelf flips up, these two shelves come out, drawers come out, the pantry drawer comes out. Actually, this is where the water issue, which if you're watching this video, you probably know this, but basically water will pool under there. You won't see it for quite a while until it spills over on this lip and right here, and then just drips down. So you don't have to take out the filter. You only have to take out, you really don't have to take out these drawers, but why risk breaking them? So take those out too. All right, now that I took out the glass shelves, this shelf here just props up like that, so just leave it. You know, take the drawer out, of course. These two drawers, and then you'll see the camera can grab it. There's a tabby right there, and the tab right there. I want to go ahead and push both of those. Of course, use two hands. This tray here will lift up. It's actually affixed right there and right there. So just kind of pull it, you know, with my motion in the hand, pull it like back and up a little bit, and then just pull it right out of the fridge. All right, now that you have the bottom tray out here, you want to go ahead and take this back panel off. Start by having a screw there. There's a little plastic cover here, you pop that off, there's a screw under there. And then two smaller screws, one there and one there. When you go to put it all back together, don't mix up the larger and the smaller, because the larger only fit up on this bar to support the shelf. So after you pull out those two screws right there, this is the back panel that you need to take off. Just highlighting here with the flashlight. What you want to do is you want to take the rubber pry tool and run it along the edges here, up the side a little bit, and just kind of pry this off. Don't use a lot of pressure. It's plastic, it's cold, it will snap. You want to make sure that you take the plastic with the styrofoam that's on the back. So don't try to separate that. Take the whole thing out, and then you're going to see two plugs up in this area. So you want to disconnect the white plug on the right and the blue plug up on the top right. And then that'll disconnect this whole panel, which is the whole fan assembly and cooling unit. So go ahead and do that and then pull it out. And then this brings you to this step, which if I grab the flashlight again, you'll see that the ice dam. So what I ended up doing, there's two things you can do. You know, the fridge is off, you can leave it open like this and go grab some food or something and let it just thaw out on its own. I did that, and then I also grabbed my wife's hair dryer. If you don't have one, of course, you can just go to like Target and something, grab, I don't know, like 10 bucks or something. And then I'm not gonna be able to talk obviously when this is running, but you end up just having the hair dryer point it right at the hole and melt the ice. There might be ice inside this little dam as well, and there might be ice on the wall just because, you know, the ice buildup forms. One thing I did for this model specifically is I ended up dropping this shelf right here and taking the hair dryer and just propping it right there, turning it on and letting it do its thing. Of course, don't leave the house, you know, don't leave this running forever, but you know, it should be fine all on its own. One thing to note is, you know, if you did take a bunch of food out, you know, you can throw it up on the counter if you do this quickly. If you think it's going to take a lot of time, then put as much of the food as that you know, it's cold that you want to save into the freezer, because even though the fridge is off, of course, that's going to stay frozen. One thing to keep note of when you're doing this is these fins back here actually do help with the cooling and airflow of the fridge. So like anything else, like an air conditioner, you know, don't mess with these fins, don't bump them. If you feel like you might, maybe put something in front of it so that you don't, because it will mess with the airflow. And these are actually the cooling coils for the fridge. So, you know, you don't want to be screwing that up, because then you have to be calling Samsung and it's going to be a really expensive repair. As you can see, I have defrosted that line. There's a metal tray here. You want to go ahead and make sure that that's seated. Like I said, that little tiny hole right there is the drain. This has been going on for many years in the Samsung fridge. This model specifically, as well as a lot of the other French door designs. I'm not sure why they don't fix it, but I mean, you can see that it's a tiny, tiny hole, and realistically, this will probably happen again. And I've looked all over the internet and everything, and really the only fix is to buy a different fridge. So, one thing to note when screwing these back in is you're going plastic on plastic, so don't put too much pressure on it. Just make sure they're nice and snug. But definitely don't over tighten, because you'll crack this panel and you'll be, well, have to buy a whole new one. All right, guys, there you go. Okay, I can't speak.
There you go.
Thank you. I'll put that in the video. All right, guys, there you go. Hopefully that helped you. If you have any questions, definitely leave a comment below. As always, I appreciate you guys checking it out. For my subscribers, I know this is a little bit different, but like I said, I couldn't find this video and I wanted to create it for everybody else. If this content isn't for you, then, kindly just leave a happy comment, or I don't know, just tell me why you hate it. But anyways, I appreciate you guys checking it out. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.